have heard some feminists and leftists saying why boys shouldn't leave their parents, why only girls, why to follow these unbiased or dated customs, why to follow these patriarchal traditions, and many such questions. So in this video, we will learn why wife has to leave their parent house after marriage and not vice versa. In Hinduism, parents giving away their daughter to her prospective groom is done via the ceremony called as Kanyadan, meaning girl donation. Now, before we understand the significance of Kanyadan, let us first understand the meaning of Dan, that is donation. Donation in Hinduism. Our ancient sages said that the more we give, the more we receive. It is only when the parents give their knowledge, their wealth, their values, and their time to the child they receive an educated and well respected son or daughter. Thus, donation in Hinduism is considered as the foundation of prosperity. Following are some types of donation mentioned in our scriptures. From this, you may have understood that donation does not mean favoring anyone. It is act of doing your duty via circulation of wealth. Moreover, wealth in Hinduism does not necessarily means only property, money, or jewelry. It means anything that is of value to the human being. That is why daughter is considered as the most cherished wealth by parents as she is deeply rooted in the values of the family, is caring, is aware of the various aspects of life, and at the same time is fertile and has the potential to give birth to offspring and raise them. Now that we have understood donation, let us understand Kanyadan. Once the parents get old, they realize that they don't have the strength to manage and protect their wealth from goons, evildoers, robbers, etc. While they give up their monetary wealth to their sons, they give up their most cherished wealth, that is daughter, to a groom who will respect her, take the best care of her, will protect her from all evils, and will keep her happy in every way possible. This girl donation is done via the ceremony called Kanyadan. Kanyadan is formed by joining two words, Kanya meaning daughter and Dan meaning donate. In this ceremony, father takes a vow with Lord Agni as a witness that now I give my daughter to you and that you become the man who has her now. As a symbol of acceptance, the groom first touches the feet of the father and then the right shoulder of the bride, promising her to take care of her and holding her responsibility. From here, the transformation of the ownership of the daughter begins, and henceforth, the husband is responsible for her well being and also all her necessities. Upon this transformation of ownership, she becomes the goddess Lakshmi, form of the husband's house, and it is a ritual to take along the goddess to the house and keep her there for the prosperity of the house and family. Thus, wife is seen as a queen who has left her home at her own will to assist her consort whom she loves, the man who would not be able to walk a single step without her helping hand. Kanyadan is the most pious act for parents in Hinduism. In Hinduism, groom is considered a form of Lord Vishnu. Thus, presenting him his daughter is deemed as the most pious and dutiful act of the parents. It is believed that upon Kanyadan, parents have given the optimum sacrifice, and so parents of the bride are absolved of all their earthly sins and are said to attain moksha, that is, relief from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Other reasons why girl leaves parents, not boys. Naturally, girls are more suited to move into a new house than boys. To understand this, let us first understand how God had made men and women. Men are steady, constant, tough, and hard to adapt or change. Women are easily adjustable, calm, caring, and flexible. So anything that is calm, caring, and flexible is termed a feminine entity. For example, Mother Nature and Mother Earth. As they serve us, care us, and are flexible to adapt in all seasons and circumstances, they are given a feminine name. On the contrary, anything that is tough, inflexible, is termed as a masculine entity. For example, mountain. Thus, as boys are rigid, tough, and inflexible, they cannot adjust easily in a new environment. Whereas since women has a calm, flexible, and caring nature, they can easily adjust in a new family. That is why our scriptures came up with the tradition of wife going to her husband's home after marriage and not vice versa. Out of the seven vows of marriage, in one vow, bride promises that she will follow her husband wherever he goes. In ancient days, work involved hard physical activities like farming, fighting wars, carpentry, etc. Since women were physically weak compared to men, especially during pregnancy, periods, delivery, etc., and as they cannot work as freely as men can, women were considered fit for household chores that involved less effort while men did the heavy outdoor work. As only men used to work in olden days, quitting his job and finding a new job in the girl location was very difficult and inconvenient. So women had to move into the men's house after marriage. Since olden days and even today, girls have been soft target and need to be protected from eve teasers, thugs, rapists, etc. Till young age, father protects his girl. Then father choose to give this and other responsibilities to the groom via Kanyadan ceremony. Scriptures do mention boys leaving parents' house after marriage. In certain circumstances, the girl can continue to live with the parent if she has no brother and if she has taken the responsibility of the parents. Such a girl adopts the duty of the son and hence she is referred to as Putrika. She may choose to wed to a man who continues to live with her in her house. Conclusion. Thus wives move into the husband's house after marriage as a newly married girl coming into a household is seen as a purifying source, a demi-goddess who will raise her husband's family to get the height of dharma. Women are the real head of the families in India. All the major decisions regarding the household and life are taken by the woman. So she is like a high profile CEO brought on board from an already successful company that is his parents' house to repeat the success in a new company that is her husband's house.
That's it in this video. Keep watching for more such videos. Thanks for watching. If you like the video then please like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.